That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now Gordon on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but now it's third down.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
All day, dog. Shift.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
20.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Across the chalk into the end zone. touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 45 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Let's go.
Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here we
Ball
go.
up to the
Set.
35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Foxtrot.
Right there.
Set up.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll buy some time right. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Set.
Pass
30
rusher
days.
extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack.
H3218. Chopper. Alpha. Hut.
To try again after the sack. Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Everyone got four down.
Ready, go.
Locke working out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here we
So
go.
from
Here we go.
inside Niner
94.
territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check. General, West. Set, go.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Ready. 61. Matchbox, light.
Here's the party now. Mike 20. We got to get the...
Yep.
Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Exit.
There we go, Mike 20. Record.
Hut.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
Set, hut. 8, read.
It's been a long day for you. Kill.
Hard.
Kill. Turn up.
Hut.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Haywood.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Ready, ready.
Check Mike.
Charlie. Set, go.
Play action. Now it's locked.
Here I come again.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well.
Here we go.
When they took the shot downfield,
65.
they were more than prepared for that one.
Together, defense. Let's get it together. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 52 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, you're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready, ready, ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get off the field.
Topper, topper.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Switch.
Ready.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Block with a quick throw out to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, watch smoke. Watch the slam. 54's Mike.
Ready.
Here's Locke to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Block trying again after the pick six. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Locke throws another one.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
Picked by Marcel Harris. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Here we go.
Forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not open.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 70 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they
Here we
are
go.
in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And here a juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A minute 52 to play until halftime.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Keep it up.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Here we go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. 180.
45. Watch the run. Check.
Set hot.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Here we go, D.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Here we go.
The thought process there, they connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Hurd. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's no chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way down
Here
the
we
field,
go.
but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Hut, hut.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go. Set. Gator.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Broncos 6.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right.
Here we go.
Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Garoppolo out wide here to Samuel. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
Here we go.
0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
45's the mark.
Clock!
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Okay, break. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
49. Check.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Bravo! Hut.
Locke off of play action. Now Locke, he lost the football to town, but it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
I got you, son. I got you. Ready, go.
From the gun, Locke.
Switch. Check.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we
D.
go.
Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Check pass.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it.
That's us. That's us.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Here we go,
So
here we go, here we go.
possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Mike, you remember me? You remember
12, fellas, here we go.
Let's go, baby.
Set hut.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Looking long for his tight end read. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so hard. They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Ready.
They'll start with Lindsay. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
10 Lobo.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
Another run by Lindsay. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go,
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's
here we go,
a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
And how about this? 4th
21,
and
21.
long, and they're going to go for it.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 9, check 9. Shift.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Looking long for his tight end read. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. They're going to have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
70 in.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. From just shy of midfield. Block. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready,
The
set.
Broncos on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point.
I said
This will be
let's
3rd
go.
and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. I'm going to run you over.
Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Block. He's got his tight end clear, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
66. Set, go.
From the gun. Lock. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Set,
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Double dog, that's the way.
Hey,
To throw again. Block. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Yes!
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Throwing his lock on third down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Here we go.
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here we go,
he
here we
just
go, here we
gets
go.
rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Hey, come on. Stay high.
Back to the air on second, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively, it's
Here we
3rd
go.
and 10,
Hey,
and I'm
go,
just thinking
go.
to myself,
Black 80.
actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Here
18
we go.
yards, first down Niners. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
These guys are running offense
Here we go,
like you
here we go.
drive. The play is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in
Here
a
we go.
different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking.
Here we go, here we
nice
go.
hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Faster passes when they're going that fast. Any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes down for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Come on,
Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Go! 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Set, go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Beaten by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
That's what we are.
Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Here we go,
So
here we
it's
go.
49er football here as we get you reset. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come. Wide. Get wide. Bang.
12. Stay hot.
A gain of 3 last play.
Here we go,
This
here we
time
go,
they
here we go.
double it and pick up 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
He's coming. We got double up.
3rd and 1.
Check three.
11. Stay hot.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised.
Here we go.
That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Watch the screen. 45, Mike, 45.
Stay hot.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20.
Bring in the
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
To get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
San Francisco set to go on offense
Here we
once
go.
more. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Right here, we got to step it up.
We got to play.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going.
By the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go. 60, Pittsburgh.
Let's run.
Mike, ready, go.
Block now on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
Here we go.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 54.
Time to go. Night.
Tighten up. Blue dark corkers. Blue dark. Go.
Block on the give. It's Lindsay. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Ready up.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
You're out. Ready.
They'll go again with Lindsay.
Shift.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Let's go. Come on.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the